Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to our channel and thanks for logging on. If you enjoy these videos, do me a favor and subscribe to our YouTube channel right here at Watchbox Reviews. I would really appreciate it and I promise to update daily. If you love this watch, you can see it and you can purchase it on our website, thewatchbox.com. And today we are discussing the lovely Laurent Ferrier Gallet Square Micro Rotor. 41mm cushion profile in stainless steel. Here you're not paying for precious metal, but for the beauty and for the watchmaking of the timepiece, which is exceptional in both respects. The timepiece, 41mm with a cushion profile on my wrist, easy to wear. It's a relatively slender piece despite the automatic winding and 3-day power reserve, only 11.5mm thick, so it's an easy one to accommodate under any kind of a cuff, including the tightest of dress sleeves. From lug to lug it's reasonably constrained. It's not a broad watch at 47.7mm across the wrist, and I find that the spacing between the lugs, 20mm, is that universal size 20, in which you will find a universe of aftermarket and OEM strap options. That said, the timepiece does have a lovely factory strap. We'll talk about that in a moment, but let me opine that, as you can see on my 16cm circumference wrist, the watch wears well. I can recommend it for a wrist as small as 14cm circumference, maybe even 13.5 if your wrist is fairly broad and oval. The strap is a gloss navy blue, large rectangular scale alligator leather, and the strap does have a wonderful light contrast in that the stitching is a slightly lighter blue than the leather itself. Folded edge, you can see a lovely suede texture on the underside that feels sublime on the wrist, and a new Laurent Ferrier factory strap with a lovely stainless steel pin buckle. And you can see even the stainless steel pin buckle has a lithe grace to it that belies the fact that this is a detail component often overlooked by most manufacturers. They'll simply order a piece off the shelf from a supplier. Here, it's been self-consciously designed to be beautiful and to match the theme of the case, which is gorgeous in its sculpting. You can see a little bit of a teardrop profile to the lugs, which are broken out from the case flank quite distinctly. There's a little bit of Panerai radiomere in this case, I'm not going to lie, and you can see in profile the same sort of combination of curves and creases that defines the profile of a radiomere. It's a good looking case, and of course the Gallet form, whether round or square, influenced by the imagery of pebbles smoothed in streams over eons, present and correct in this watch. The bezel itself, let's go back to a little bit lighter exposure here. The bezel itself is a domed profile that fits well with the rounded form of the lug hoods. You can see it's all of high polish. The dial is a graceful vertical satin finish, so a little bit like stainless steel that's brushed. It's a vertical satin finish that runs from top to bottom. There's a sunken sub-register with a concentric guilloche cut inside, so a concentric pattern, and then you have all white gold hands as well as dart style indices, or Laurent Ferrier calls these assegai or spear style hands, and they are gorgeous and distinctive of the brand. I'll even say that there's good taste in the branding itself, which is a light stroke weight, rather small and minimal. Turn it over and you can see this is where the money went, and to good effect. Laurent Ferrier caliber FBN 22901, designed in conjunction with La Fabrique du Temps, a company with which Laurent Ferrier is friendly. Barbacini and Nivas, the other two-thirds of B&B Concept, founded La Fabrique du Temps, a Louis Vuitton company, and they helped with some of the computer modeling as well as the finishing of this movement. It's a collaborative effort in the finest traditions of Geneva watchmaking. You can see there is a ratchet-style, jeweled staff winding mass, 22-karat gold and guilloche cut that is absolutely silent. The ratchet system energizing a 3-day power reserve. The watch features no fewer than 5 interior angles, 1 over the center wheel and then 4 of them inside. Let's see if we can get a little bit closer. The skeletonized and black polished cap for the balance wheel itself. The balance wheel features a free-sprung architecture. The balance is adjusted in a chronometer busting 5 positions. Remember, you can get a COSC certification with only 5 positions of adjustment, no compromise here. The escapement is twin nickel phosphorus wheels directly impulsing the balance. It's a double direct impulse system, and there's a blocker that locks and unlocks each wheel in turn. That is made of silicon, so there's advanced materials engineering. There's also an overcoil profile to the hairspring, the better to assist the watch in adjusting and holding, and even adjustment and even timing in all 6 positions. Now the finish is gorgeous. I've mentioned the black polish of the cap of the balance. I've also mentioned the interior angles that you can see across the watch. Interior angles and black polish are the 2 toughest finishing assignments for a movement finisseur or an artisan who only finishes components. They take years to learn and to do well. You'll also note that there is a lovely anglage, broad, mirrored, rounded, and optically perfect across the edge of every bridge bridge, but you'll see the same rendered on the inside as well as the outside of the half bridge for the balance, as well as across the bridge for the rotor. All of the screw heads are black polished with chamfered slots, and take note that there is an engine turned overlapping perlage on the base plate. This is a watch that puts it all together, beaten away at 21,600 vibrations per hour, pivoting on 35 joules. It's water resistant to 30 meters, which means effectively splashes and inadvertent rain only. A gorgeous timepiece front and back, and one of the most innovative designs, and I must say, combinations available. The blue dial, the steel case in cushion profile, a movement that you can essentially buy at the cost of a steel watch instead of having to pay for a platinum or white gold timepiece, as is the norm in this class of high horology. See it and make it yours on the Watchbox.